Stellar XLM has announced some new partnerships. Wanted to bring you guys all up to speed. I know a lot of my XRP community also invested in XLM. If that is you, make sure you smash the like button. If you're brand new here and just interested in the XLM news, make sure you guys hit the like button as well and subscribe to the channel. We're covering all things crypto all the time, ranging from the macro, ranging from anything XRP, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the way down the line. So we've got you covered right here on the channel. So I want to talk about some of these new partnerships. These were just announced earlier this morning as Stellar Lumens has introduced a project called Stellar Aid Assist to offset some of the challenges of disbursement of aid. So the International Rescue Committee has explained 4 key barriers that hinder the disbursement of aid to affected areas. And we talk about all these different blockchain companies. We talk about the transfer of money and changing the financial institutions up and how we kind of think about money. But we also forget just how blockchain can help revolutionize various industries, right? Whether it be like retail or agriculture, so many different things I believe are going to be redesigned and reimagined for the blockchain. And in this case, it kind of gets at that a little bit. So it's now been reported that the Stellar Network is partnering with the International Rescue Committee to respond to the growing challenges confronting the disbursement of aid to affected areas. Let me just let that refocus there. There we go. All right, and I'll take you inside this article here. If I share my screen properly, right? All right, here we go. There you go. Okay, so here it is. Stellar, their organization Twitter, tweeted out this. More than 110 million people are displaced globally, facing crises from climate, COVID, and international conflicts. It's time for a reflection and action. So they went on to talk about some of the barriers and solutions. And the CEO of the International Rescue Committee talked about the gravity of the humanitarian crisis and highlighted a lot of the instances that have forced these issues onto the world. According to him, about 110 million people are displaced globally. Interestingly enough, he says organizations like the IRC that operate from the remote environment are confronted with barriers in delivering such aid to various communities and groups of people. The first barrier he talked about was a fragmented aid sector. According to him, there's always the need to address crises with short-term fragmented solutions, and then obviously people just forget about it and move on, right? But the process of breaking this cycle requires careful analysis, he says, of the problem, to available evidence, the context, client views, and other types of information to make a long-term change in the lives of those we serve. It requires a serious look at the outcomes rather than the outputs. So with this, an aid organization would have to make 100,000 transactions to spend a dime in gas fees. Right now, when we look at how crypto can be used to help in these cases, so Stellar Aid Assist jumped in, and they basically said, hey, you know what? We have a solution. We can help. And powered by the Stellar Network, the project will enable humanitarian organizations to send bulk stablecoins to qualified individuals and recipients in need, stressing the need for blockchain tech to be explored in this area. This is so interesting and fascinating too, right? We always hear in the mass media, and the narrative is that crypto is only used for nefarious activities and it's only used by the, terrorist organizations. And look at this. This is how crypto can be used to help people in need, right? They don't talk about those sides of the story, that side of the coin. It's like watching the nightly news too, right? They don't lead with Boy Scouts of America selling cupcakes at Walmart. It's usually the double homicide, right? Negative news sells. And that's always been the narrative around crypto. Okay. And we oftentimes don't see stories like this pop up. That's why I wanted to highlight this, because this is the good that can come out of utilizing blockchain, getting money to people quickly that are in need, right? Rather than having to go through this crazy third party, a la the banks, in order to do things like this, in order to get things done. It's absolutely crazy too. I'll share a quick little story with you guys too. I'm purchasing a condo right now, and the amount of things that just need to be done to go through the banking system are absolutely insane, especially if you're somebody like myself, which most of you are, that deal with crypto and you have anything related to crypto, oh my gosh, right? I mean, they sniff at you up and down, back and front, over and over, and it's like, guys, like, I mean, what are we doing here, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be this hard, right? And so that kind of coincides with this story. But this was a feel-good story coming out of Stellar XLM and their partnerships and how they're trying to tackle some of these global crises. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think about it down below. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.